This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted to be joined with the Beast, Joel Bartell. Just finished a sort of hard rounds of sparring, back in sort of camp now, ahead of July 21st. How's things been, mate? How you been?
Yeah, I've been good. I just had a little bit of relaxation after my last fight, and been training last week and started sparring today. 6 rounds, and it's just good to get back in there.
100%. What's it like, sort of, when you take the time off, you come back? Do you realise sometimes, like, it's hard? Do you find it hard to sort of move in back to sort of getting rounds after sort of taking some time off?
No, I enjoy getting back in there. It's hard. It's not hard. It's just you sort of realise, maybe I shouldn't have eaten so much food.
Yeah, that's completely fair enough. How I was just talking about how you're dealing with this sort of new sort of fame with all the Instagram followers.
Mate, people need to stop buying me followers. I need real followers. Yeah, so follow me now.
There's a message being sent there, but obviously a busy week for the whole gym. We've got Tommy Fletcher and Johnny Fisher both sort of out. What's it like being on these fight week occasions where you see sort of Tommy, Johnny, is it good to sort of see them sort of supporting them, being around them as they've sort of got big fights on their hands on the weekend?
Yeah, no, it's great to watch the whole process, see how it happens, and then I know how it works when I get on the bigger scene, because I'll be on there soon. But yeah, it's great, and they've got good fights, and I'm looking forward to watching them and seeing them get the wins.
And obviously you talked about being on the big stage. Obviously now not yet signed with a big promoter, where it's something that they'll be looking at. Is it sort of a worrying thing? Is it a frustrating thing where you're not with a big promoter, or is it all about patience, where with the right time they'll come?
No, yeah, I'm not worried at all. Me and Mark, we keep working. Not stressed about signing with a big promoter. When it comes, and I'll just keep knocking out people for now. And they'll want me when it comes.
Is it also a good thing as well, where you look at it, where you also sell loads of tickets, like you talk about the small hall circuits, your last fight against Angelo Antonio? Loads of people coming out there to support you. Is that a good thing as well, where even on the small hall, the sort of small circuits, you can be a big attraction to them because you sell tickets?
Yeah, no, it's great. It means I'm higher up the bill, co-main, stuff like that. It gets me used to like a bigger crowd, and I'm just looking forward to just keep pushing on, and selling that many tickets. It's got to be something interesting for the big promoters when they look at it.
We'll talk about your last fight, getting that stoppage, 2 fights now, 2 knockouts. That was a tough fight, you know what I mean? A lot of back and forth, sort of dirty tactics from him, this and that. You must learn so much from fights like that, where sometimes it's not actually always going your way, and he's fighting a guy who's not only is he game, but he's going to try different tricks as well.
Yeah, no, it's great. They're the fights you should really be taking earlier on. You shouldn't really. You should have a couple of journeymen to get you settled in, but then you need proper fights to learn. You can't take on the big names after just fighting 10 bin men, so you need proper fights like that. And first round I won well, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but like after that just broke him down, beat him up.
And how much would you say is important that you're patient? Because we were saying earlier about there were so many times the referee could have stepped in, and it's easy then to get frustrated about the referee not stopping him and chasing the knockout. But something with you is, when you've got your opponents hurt, you're patient with it. How much is that you've learned to sort of be patient when your opponents are vulnerable?
At the end of the day, I'm in there to win, but I want to put on a show for everyone watching, so I want to get that knockout. But if you force it, you're not going to get that knockout. And I thought the ref would have stepped in, but like the ref's not stepping in, so you've got to carry on punching until the ref does stop it. So that's how it is. A lot of people mind about the ref, but what can I do? I've got to carry on punching until it's over.
Absolutely. And you look now going into your 3rd professional fight. Since you've turned over pro, since you've linked up with Mark, how would you say that whole process has been for you? Has it been, do you feel like your games came on leaps and bounds?
Yeah, no, I think it's been great working with Mark. Stuff I knew that I did not wrong, but like not as good as I could have. I've worked on like my jab and stuff like that, and I've been I had a bit of a pro style already, but just working on that pro style a bit more, sort of pushing people with the forearm, shoving them, using your feet to cut them off and stuff like that. Just getting that pro style working a bit better.
What would you say like the main attraction was to start working with Mark? You see sort of the previous world champions he's trained, great fighters that he's got already. Was that what sort of enticed you to sort of come over to sort of Essex and train with Mark?
So I had a sort of a checklist of things that I wanted, like I wanted an accomplished coach, one that's already been at world level and knows how to deal with it and knows how to train world level fighters. And he's trained some of the fighters I love, Dylan White, and his dad's trained fighters I love, Nigel Benn, people like that. And so it just seemed like the right sort of fit for me, the right sort of style, sort of old school but and new school at the same sort of time. Pressure fighters, big punches, that's what I like.
100%. We're sort of back out on July 21st. How important is the activity now for you in 2023? You've already had 2 fights. You're going to have your 3rd fight. How important is this that you're keeping on getting out and you're keeping on being active?
It's really important. So this 3rd fight's going to be a 6th rounder. So stepping up there, then hopefully another fight this year, be another 6th rounder, and maybe I'll end the year with a 5th fight as an 8th rounder. But I just want to work my way up the rounds, work my way up the opposition, and put myself in a good position for the next year.
Are you ever looking at titles potentially? Maybe not this year, but the next year definitely. Are you sort of looking at? Is there a goal in mind by a certain time frame where you want to be potentially fighting for a title?
100%. I'm always looking at the titles. That's why I'm not trying to rush myself, but I want to be able to step up those rounds and step up the opposition well, so that I'm ready for when the time does come. And hopefully, might be next year, might be the end of the start of the year after, but I'll be in good position when it comes. Yeah.
Joel, thank you for your time, mate, and all the best for July 21st. Appreciate you taking the time to speak to me, mate. Thank you. Cheers.